What is up, guys? Nick Ross here at Body of Legends. 23rd of April 2014. 4 weeks out of FitCon, 6 weeks out of Fitness Extravaganza. This video is going to be a meal plan update. I adjusted my meal plan just yesterday, so I'm going to share it with you guys. But before I do that, I want to say that I'm not making this video to hear your opinion, to get, any feedback on what you think I can do better in my diet. I know my calories are low, I know my macros are a little low, but I'm 4 weeks out and this is, this is game time, this is crunch time, this is where things need to happen, this is where I will be at, my lowest of lowest when it comes to calories and macros. And what you're going to see is very low calories and very low macros, but I don't need anyone to tell me that I need more vitamins or minerals or this or that. I understand. Bodybuilding is not exactly healthy, okay? Getting into contest conditioning is not healthy, is not. You think it's healthy for your body to be 3 to 1% body fat? That's not a healthy thing. And getting there is not healthy. So, the way you look, it looks great, it looks nice, but it's not a healthy state for your body. And getting there, like I just said, is not exactly healthy. So my diet, it doesn't have that many carbs, it doesn't have that much fat. The protein is still pretty good. Just know that this is only for a few more weeks. This is what it's going to take for me to get into contest conditioning. This is what I've been doing for the past few weeks. Adjusting my macros, adjusting my calories, dropping, increasing, staying. I've been doing all of this for weeks and weeks and weeks. So I understand what I'm doing. I understand vitamins and minerals and carbs and all this stuff. And that's why I'm able to accurately, at least, I've done it accurately to the point where I believe that it's optimal for me to follow this to get results, okay? It might not be what you do, it might not be what you would follow, but just know that this is what gets me results. This is what works for me. This is what I need to do in order to bring in my physique to have the chance to win my first show, to win my pro card. This is what needs to be done, and I am getting it done. So regardless of what that really is, as long as you are getting your results and as long as you're putting your work in, then it is worth it, okay? It's not going to be for a long time, not for the rest of your life. This is only for a short term period, okay? And that is what my meal plan is. These adjustments are short term. After my show, of course, calories will increase, of course, more vitamins and minerals and carbs and fats and protein, all that will be increased. And then health will be a little bit more considered. Even though being on so low calories, so low macros, everyone sees that I still overwhelm my body with nutrients. I eat more vegetables than anything. I eat bags of spinach a day. I eat so much potatoes. I eat so much tomatoes. I eat a lot, okay? So it might be low calories, but the amount of food that I have to eat to hit those calories with this food source that I have is a lot. There's a lot of nutrients, there's a lot of vitamins. So I'm doing the best I can with the calories and macros that I do have, or the calories and macros that I provided for me. So just know that this is what it takes. This is what I need to do. This is what has to get done. There's no playing, there's no if it fits your macros, Pop-Tarts, there's none of that. This is hard, honest, true, dedicated work. Work towards a real purpose that I put meaning towards. And that is what this is going to help me out to do, okay? Bring more meaning and more chance of accomplishing dreams and goals by following what I've set here for myself. So without further ado, let's get into the meal plan itself, guys. What I have here for meal 1 is 4 cups of spinach. Got tilapia here, 6 ounces. Got the calories, the amount of grams of fats, carbs, and protein. Meal number 2 here, increasing my fats a little bit, trying to do a little more keto approach. So you're going to see some almonds, chicken breasts. Those are the macros there. For this meal here, I can actually substitute this with a steak if I wanted to. The macros that are equivalent to the almonds and the chicken combined is equal to a 5-ounce steak. So for this meal, I don't have it written down on the side or anything, but for this meal, if I want to replace it with a steak, same amount of fat, same amount of protein, I can do that. So meal 2, I have 2 options of either this or a steak of 5 ounces. Meal number 3 here, tilapia, got some tomatoes, got some more spinach. Those are the macros there. Meal number 4, Got the chicken, spinach, more almonds, and there we go. Those are the macros. Meal number 5, tilapia, spinach. Macros are right there. Total calories are 1,400. Total fat 68. Total carb 37. Total protein 190. 20 minutes of high intensity interval cardio after every. Now, a few things I do want to bring up. This meal plan here, I do have a refeed day, okay? So I follow this 3 days of the week, and on that 4th day I'll refeed with higher carb. Higher carb for me is 250 grams. So I'll scale back on my fats by about, I'll cut back about maybe 30 grams on the fat, and then I'll increase my carbohydrates. That's going to bring me to around 1,800 calories for that day. So I follow this 3 days of the week, and on day 4 I'll do my high fat refeed day, and then I'll just jump back on my regular meal plan for another 3 days. So that's how I'm cycling that right now. So I added in more higher fat refeed days, and there's technically no more high fat refeed days. It's just a high fat meal plan diet now. So the high fat refeed days are now out, but my regular diet is now a higher fat diet with lower carbohydrates. And I'm going to continue doing that till maybe 2 weeks out. And 2 weeks out, that's where I'll steady state my carbs, meaning that every single meal will now have some amount of carbs. And then I'll slowly increase my carbs to add carbs back into my diet to get the glycogen stores out. And I would rather be carved up a lot more earlier than to just do it 2 days before the show, because with being depleted for so long, I'm depleting right now. So being depleted for so long, it's going to take a few days for my carbs, my glycogens to get stored enough for my muscles to be round and full. So I'm going to, stick to this until 2 weeks out, and then that's when I'll add carbs back in with every single day. Now you see the cardio. Before I was doing 500 calorie sessions 5 times a week. That would roughly amount to 40 minutes of cardio. I cut that back now, so there's no single 500 calorie cardio sessions in the morning or at night anymore. They're just 20 minutes of interval cardio after my weight training session. I typically work out 6-7 days a week, so I'll do cardio 20 minutes at the end of every workout. And I do find that a little bit more better for burning fat at this point. My body fat's pretty low, so with burning fat, I just need increased intensity, which that will help me do. So intensity is now increased by adding in a high intensity interval session after every workout, only for 20 minutes. I typically can burn about 300 calories within 20 minutes because of how fast my pace is. I stick at about 8:05 for 5 minutes at a time, and then I'll just break for like a minute on 4:05, and then jump back on 8:05 running for another 5 minutes. So I do have a very long pace of high intensity, like 3, 4, 5 minutes at a time, just running straight, and then a very short minute break, and then back on it. So that right there is my meal plan. That is my adjustment for my week of being 4 weeks out. I'll definitely show you my high carb refeed day. I made adjustments to that also. That video should be up later on in the week. Just look out for it. Meal prep. Contest meal prep there, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Tune in to next time. Boom. Let me show you guys a shot here. See you next time. Bye-bye.